And it seems like y'all just don't realize how y'all be putting me at fucking jeopardy. Like, that's crazy. What time did you come in here?
I think I was in here before you. That's why I'm confused.
Well, let's make sure. Let's see. Cause what the fuck then?
That's like that's why I didn't understand what I was getting yelled at, because I thought I did everything right. Like I didn't. Remember, because when you called me, I was in the shower.
Well, how would that have gone up?
I don't know, because that's why I don't know, mom.
Cause I made you pizza.
Yeah, and I went
You didn't go back
upstairs.
outside?
No, I didn't go up. I didn't go outside. I went literally back upstairs and went straight to sleep.
So how would that have happened? Because
You
I
would've
looked at
saw it.
everything before I went inside. And that take that camera down out of that garage because something is wrong with it. That don't make sense because it wasn't up when I left.
You left again?
No, I went upstairs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked at everything before I went upstairs.
Yeah, I didn't come back down here, I don't think. Literally. Because what? Played Batman for a little bit, and then I really just went, because I didn't have nothing to drink, so I went to bed. Which camera?
Yeah. It could not be the natural smell, too.
Which camera?
The one in the garage.
You put it back up?
Take it down so I can see it, so I can test it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I didn't have no reason to step into the garage, because, look at me.
You came down here at 11.
I came down here at 11.
Yeah, and that's probably when you accidentally hit it. You're right there.
I should see that. Wait, reverse a little bit. So
I want to see when it went up. Like, if I can see when it went up. But that's the thing. Did you pull that camera down?
No, it was always in there.
It went up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, how the fuck would that have gone up? That don't make no fucking sense. So what triggered it to go up? Is that somebody walking? Because the inside was locked. Right there, it's deer, but why would that have triggered it to go up?
Why would they trigger anything to go up?
That's what I'm saying, but I swear. Look right here. Because this. Alright, so it went up at 4 something this morning. But deer were walking by when it went up. That don't make sense. Now let's see what happened here. So 4 something. the fuck is that? You see that before that? It's right there. See it?
Yeah.
What is that?
Look like
an animal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I apologize.
I was
'cause
gonna
that
say,
wasn't
honestly,
shit.
I'm not even looking for an apology because I
But-
did the same thing.
Stay making sure that that door is locked and paying attention to what is happening, because you see that went up at that time. Why the fuck would that have gone up?
I don't know.
It don't make sense.
Check 4 a.m. like on our cameras.
What, in the house?
Yeah.
It don't even show, like you can't even see here when it did that. Look. So what time was it? 4?
Yeah. 4. Yeah, literally nobody was there.
It don't trigger even the light inside or nothing. But that's probably because the kitchen light is on. I left it on because I was going to come back downstairs.
No, normally, you did leave that light on. I don't know why it's
Yeah,
so
because I
bright
came
like
back.
that.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Because it would have shown the light being on too.
Yeah, but it would have shown it being like dim a little bit.
But that didn't happen. This camera has been fucking acting up. I don't know why it's doing that. But I've been trying to put it online for the past 2 days, and so is this one. So, and you see where both of them are. The same two that won't come on. Right there. Y'all, more weird shit. Apparently my garage door activated itself to go up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just cussed this nigga out because I was thinking that he went outside and did some random ass shit like he normally be doing because he be outside. Anyway, as a matter of fact, what time? No, because I went to sleep at that time. I was up online. But at the same time, there's deer going across too, so maybe to make it look like animals, but animals don't pull up garage doors. It's weird. And it has to have a remote to go up. Yeah, so some more weird ass shit. But call Mr. Jimmy and tell Mr. Jimmy that happened too. And matter of fact, y'all, people be just so strange and whatnot, and then when somebody end up in a bad way,
I locked the garage.
they gonna be, the door was locked. That was the good thing. They'll be, you know, mad that they got themselves hurt because, again, I live here. I'm not gonna run from nobody or none of the above. Like, so somebody, whoever that is, better stop fucking playing. Why is this nigga's phone off?
He probably sleep. No, he don't wake up till later.
I mean, his phone is normally on though.
When it's on, they do that sometimes. Like when it's on, like when it like in the middle of the night or like early in the morning, it'll do that.
Alright.
My phone do that too.
Alright, good morning everybody. So apparently some more weird shit happening around my house. Either way, then y'all, some other weird shit happened. I don't even know what the fuck, but at the end of the day, that happened. All right, so we got major upgrades using the laws to help you advance further than you ever thought you could. And so somebody, the lady, she left me a comment on my page. It says, not the provisions. Aaron, he is such a good kid, but he does random ass weird shit like getting up in the middle of the night and like he likes leaving doors and things open, which pisses me the fuck off because he acts like he don't realize, who and what his mother is. And so, again, he got cussed out this morning about a door, and it wasn't even his fault. Um. So, good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Dream Sequoia. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Oh yeah, because I gets to cussing real quick, and we'll figure it out later. Because normally the reason why it happens like that is because he be doing shit, but this time he actually didn't do it. The garage door went up, it looks like on its own, which don't make any sense, but it's a real thing. Good morning, Jessica. All right, so we got not your Huckleberry 193857. Left a comment on my video when I was talking about this very thing when they said it in my backyard. Lord knows what, and now my garage door is going open. Okay, which at the end of the day, stand your guard, stand your ground. As long as somebody knows that somebody's doing that, when somebody ends up, it's going to be a different set of issues happening, because I ain't going to let nobody hurt me, so people better know that. I ain't going to let nobody hurt my kid, so people better know that. And I don't know why people think, the scare tactics is a thing, because at the end of the day, God don't give us a spirit of fear. God gives us a spirit of protection. And I'm damn sure going to protect myself. So, play with your mammy still. All right, so it says, she said, the theater is a tough place. It's not cushioned the way it is in film and television. The legendary Patti LuPone, 1-in-1. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Praise be to God, Lord of the universe. 1-in-3. Most gracious, most merciful. 1-in-4. Master of the day of judgment. 1-in-5. You alone we worship. You alone we ask for help. 1-in-6. Guide us in the right path. 1-in-7. The path of those whom you bless, not those who you deserve wrath, nor the strayers. 29 and 9 and 7. 23, 9 and 7. My Lord, I seek refuge in you, the whispers of the devils. 23, 9 and 8. And I seek refuge in you, my Lord, lest thee come near me. 113 and 0. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. 113 and 1. I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak. 113 and 2. From the evils among his creation. 113 and 3. From the evils of darkness as it falls. 13 and 4. From the evils of the troublemakers. 13 and 5. From the evils of the envious when they envy. 114. Most merciful. 114 and 1. I seek refuge in the Lord of the people. 114 and 2. The king of the people. 114 and 3. The God of the people. 114 and 4. From the evils of the sneaky whisperers. 114 and 5. Who whisper into the chest of the people. 114 and 6. Be they of the gens of the people. It says over it's 19. And mind y'all know I'm a 19. So I did a little homework. So whoever this person is, they have a couple of different pages. Either way, I feel like, I don't know if it's friend or foe, because I feel like friend, but y'all know. The friends be the foes. Also, the way that came across and the way that it looked is a little strange, because the same person liked my stuff from all of their pages. Like, because I went and looked the pages up. So, the person's name is Amanda Rose Reed on Instagram, but they have all of these other pages. Don't Sweat the Truth Fairy, Not the Provisions, and Not Your Huckleberry. But for some reason, they went to each one of their pages and liked my page. But I went to the one page and then I saw there was multiple pages. And I'm not sure if this is the same group. I don't think this is her, because this person seems like they're exposing people who are not of the truth or something, but also I don't know how I would have got on some of these people's radar. Either way, it's a little strange to me how, I mean, because some of these people I do know for a fact are helping. They don't know me, but they are helping me. I know that. And the fact that they liked my stuff from all of their pages makes it very clear to me that they want me to know that they're the same, one and the same. I don't know. All I know is, as y'all know, something is happening, and apparently somebody may be trying to scare me in a way that ain't gonna happen. Because if you know you're in trouble, the worst thing you could do is be fearful of whatever's happening. It seemed like On Guard and On Go, TTG, would be the right frame of mind to be in. Because to me, I feel like the element of surprise is no longer there, because we're very much aware that, and again, I don't want to say, it don't pertain to her, because I don't know if she and whatever's happening with that white guy, but these is white people. Mind you, a lot of good white people have helped me. But why am I also being targeted by them? Like, we don't even run in the same circles or the same cliques. I don't even run in a circle or a clique. That's the thing. So why am I being put on people's radars that seem like extremist groups or something? Also, the people that told me I should be was another white group of people. I found them on Instagram because I reported them and their stuff to the government, the police, and then the feds. But again, why am I being targeted in any way? Which also make a lot of sense as to how some of the groups are linking up to fuck with the banks and this, that, and the third, because of course it would be groups of people that work and are in places. This blue car comes out here every day and circles my neighborhood. The same car. Don't live in here at all, period. But the same blue car with a white lady in it comes here every day and circles my neighborhood. It's a strange thing. But as I told y'all, my money was being targeted. So it'd be too many people doing weird shit, because again, for a lot of y'all, it don't just be one person. It be groups of people. And that's where the fuck ups come in, because there be too many hands in the pot. But again, y'all only playing with yourselves, because God is going to do what God is going to do. And y'all can't do shit that God ain't going to allow y'all to do. So the thing is, why y'all playing with me? You could fuck around and end up dead because y'all chose to target somebody that wasn't fucking with y'all. And I'm going to say it again. I don't know if this lady has anything to do with anything, because this lady made it very clear that she wants me to pay attention to all her pages. Don't ask me why. She liked every single one of them, from every single one of her pages, because literally I screenshotted the pages and I sent them to people already. I don't know why a person would be doing that, but if they didn't want me to know that they were around, or if they weren't trying to, because that would make no sense. So to me, it seemed like it would be somebody that would be trying to be helpful. But again, I don't trust nobody because I wasn't given a reason to. And from what I was told was, no new friends because people will befriend you and then, you know, and anybody can be used because you got to be mindful we're not dealing with people. Okay? That's the fucking thing.
Hello?
Can you throw my charger down here, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The black one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could just dropped it from over the balcony.
I ain't
Hey,
know.
what? I'm reading thing.
Thank you.
$3.
All right, so for those of you, major upgrades using the laws to help you advance further than you ever thought. Those of you that are members of the channel, y'all got a lot of information last night. I woke up and that's what I was being given. So, laws being of different sets, but all laws of God. The basic laws that they give you that are in the Bible, but then it went further into what else was being talked about in the system. So I did a live in the middle of the night because I got woke up, like I said, and that's what I started doing. And I started giving y'all information. Y'all also got lessons to apply to see if this actually helps your life, which I know it's going to help your life. Hey, Megan. Hey, Ricardo. Ricardo, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. It's a lot of weird shit happening around me, so, my bank is being tampered with because somebody put my money on freeze. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all that yesterday. Somebody in the bank put my money on freeze to make sure I couldn't touch it. But it came across to me as like somebody wrote a check. I didn't write no check. So when I called the bank, all I know is I got a notification saying that I had a zero balance, right? And I'm like, that don't make sense. My aunt just put money in my account, so that don't make sense. Um, so I called to the bank. The bank says maybe somebody hit a wrong button or something. Why the fuck would any wrong buttons be being hit if I ain't been in the bank, and what the fuck is that? Either way, it was to make sure that I couldn't access any money because it was saying there wasn't any for me to access. Matter of fact, let me check it and see if it. Oh, I can't even check it because it's over there. Miss Kelly, that's awesome, and what a great evening you're having. I love looking at the full moon. God, it's so great. I looked at the full moon last night too. It was definitely popping. So I was getting ready to send some stuff to. Oh. All right. So let me go to the wall because I had to send some messages to some people. So on the wall, all right. So the first thing, and this went to tier one, and tier one to everybody, because once you're in tier one, you can see everything, but they didn't get everything because some of the stuff that is happening is definitely for tier three, and that's it. That's all. So the major key components of God's law, particularly from the biblical perspective, often center around principles that guide human behavior and spirituality. These key components include 1. The Ten Commandments, Exodus 20 and 1, 17, Deuteronomy 5 and 6-21. These are fundamental ethical guidelines given to Moses and the Israelites covering duties to God, worship, honoring God's name, and duties to others, honoring parents, prohibitions against murder, adultery, theft, etc., etc. So the things that you should be aligning your life with to make sure that you are inside of the purpose and the plan. These are the things that they give you. 2 is the greatest commandments, Matthew 22 and 37 through 40. But also, y'all know I don't believe everything that's in there, but there is some key components that will help you in your life. I truly believe that. All right, so then it says, Jesus summarized God's law into 2 core commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. These are seen as the foundation upon which all other laws are built. Okay. Then there's number 3, the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This emphasizes reciprocity and ethical treatments towards others. Because as y'all know, these are more or less the guidelines that people, govern their law or lives by, or should be. It's the covenant law. So when you're under covenant, you already know when you know better, you got to do better, okay? So throughout the Bible, God's law is tied to covenants, e.g. Abraham, Moses, and new covenants, which establish divine promises and moral expectations for people. All right, so then it says 5, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. So it talks about God's law calls for, so that's Micah 6 and 8 and Matthew 23 and 23. God's law calls for action that uphold justice, show mercy, and demonstrate faithfulness to God and others. Something that's ringing weird as I'm reading this is that lady just wrote that on my wall, and she wrote it the same way I was writing it. So could that person be a part of that's a channel member. And if you were trying to help, then please, announce yourself, because state your name and your business and your purpose, please and thank you. So that way I don't just assume that, because at this point I just have to assume that everybody is, we don't negotiate with terrorists. And so somebody may think that that would be me, but meanwhile I would think that it would be them. But it's funny how I wrote this in the middle of the night, and then 6 hours ago right behind that, then this person was writing the same exact way I was writing to y'all. So is that person a part of the channel members? And if it is, it just is what it is. But it's just funny that now I'm reading this and that's how they wrote. But I wrote this before they wrote that. So that would be a thing. All right, so it talks about covenant laws. Throughout the Bible, God's law is tied to covenants. Y'all already heard that. 5, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. Y'all heard that. God's law calls for action that uphold justice, show mercy, and demonstrate faithfulness to God and others. So it also talks about moral laws. So moral laws, these encompass teachings about honesty, sexual ethics, fairness in business, care for the poor, and treatment of strangers and foreigners. Ceremonial laws. In the Old Testament, these laws dealt with ritual, sacrifice, worship, practice, designed to maintain spiritual purity and devotion to God. All right? And then number 8, it talks about teachings of Christ and the apostles. The New Testament expands on God's law with teachings from Christ and his apostles, emphasizing grace, redemption, and the transformation of the heart over external ritualism. These elements together reflect God's desire for the relationship with humanity based on love, respect, justice, and righteousness, okay? All right, so then I went into something a little deeper, because these are the laws that they put in your face. Those are written in the Bible. And those are probably like the core foundation of what they would like for everybody to follow. But as y'all know, we are more than just that, okay? So, I don't know where this went. I don't know if this went into tier, what tier this went into. Let's see. I don't know, but I think it went into tier 3. I'm not sure. Or maybe went into tier 2, because maybe I was giving y'all the escalation of the thing. And so maybe that might be also how I have to give it to y'all as far as the classes, because I gave tier 3 their class already, so maybe that might be how I have to do the classes as well. So let me put this as tier 2, but tier 3, y'all get everything. So y'all get their lessons and your lessons also. So let me just figure out. So that's probably how it's just going to be done, because then that means I need to go back and give tier 1 their assignment, and then tier 2 y'all's assignment as well. So, because these are things, and y'all could do it or not. It's up to y'all. This ain't nothing that's mandatory, but this is Earth School. So as y'all know, as the more we know, the more we grow, the more we glow, okay? So take it how it resonates for you. Matter of fact, I'm going to just copy this whole shit, and then I'm going to take it out and put it back into, well, no, I ain't. I'm going to just leave it like this. It's just going to be edited. But I think it should be tier 2. No, it's not letting me edit the tiers from here, so I don't know. But it should be tier 2. All right, it says the concept of aspects of God's law that may be unknown to humanity is often interpreted through a spiritual, mystical, or esoteric lens. These could include dimensions of divine wisdom or cosmic laws that transcend human understanding, as hinted in various religions and metaphysical traditions. While not explicitly stated in scripture, here are some possibilities people consider to be hidden or deeper components of God's laws, okay? Yeah, it's the tiers. Yeah, Miss Kelly. So each tier has a different thing. So, but tier 3 sees everything. Tier 2 sees everything from tier 1 to tier 2. But tier 2 don't see what's in tier 3. Tier 3 sees everybody's stuff. So Take it how it resonates. All right, so it says the law of divine oneness. All right. So the law of divine oneness, this suggests that everything in the universe is interconnected, and what affects one part of the creation affects the whole. While humanity often experiences separations, exactly. While humanity often experiences separateness, the divine law speaks to the unity and oneness of all beings with God. This principle is not always fully grasped in day-to-day human awareness. So it would be a thing. Like, whoever the people are that feel like they're targeting me are targeting themselves. Understand it. Get into it. So regardless of whether or not they think I'm something that, or they feel like there's something happening that is violating them or whatever, in the process, they're also trying to violate me. So one thing begets the other. And so a person trying to do something to me, doing something to themselves, because God put me in position. God is not going to allow nobody to do nothing to me that is not supposed to be meant to do anything to me. And a person don't realize they could be targeting me and they be the sacrificial lamb, because it keeps being a thing. So you target something to die, and then meanwhile, then you die. But so be it, because the action, you had free will to advance on a person, place, or thing, and you chose to be nasty instead of choosing love and compassion, and then the very death that you seal could be your own. Because sometimes shit like that happens. The majority of times shit like that happens, especially when you target something that wasn't meant to be on your target list. So that's the real thing. Number 2, the law of free will. Precisely, and they are targeting God too. Essentially, God is within all of us all the time. God will protect. Believe it. Oh, I believe it. You ain't see me say nothing. Because ain't nobody running me nowhere or none of the above. Because I didn't have a spirit of fear. I don't have that. I got a spirit of protect. So people can think that they're doing stuff. Do what they will. But just know that, just know. I don't, even when I'm by myself, I would prefer actually to be by myself and my son not to be around, because I don't know whether or not people think, because, people say safety in numbers. But in my mind, I be feeling like I don't want whatever, my shit to be his shit. And so, and I know people probably would think that would be weird, like, for me to be by myself. I would prefer that. So that way, when you come, you get exactly what you fucking get. And not saying that I'm anything other than basically going to defend my fucking self. So if anybody thinks that, okay, we going to scare her because she's going to be... Nope, I prefer to be by myself. It makes it better for me. So that's a real thing. Play with your mammy. Because whatever's going to happen to me is going to happen to me regardless. And it's not going to happen if God don't want it to happen. I don't care about these people. These people don't realize you just a vessel, stupid. You can't do shit that God won't allow you to do. It's the same thing that I said about that nigga. These people can't do nothing that God won't let them. And then you fuck around and you be at a disadvantage, because when you think somebody be by themselves and then that big shit start to come after your ass, shit you can't see, and then you be wondering, ooh, really, that was fucked up. Like, how the fuck did that happen? Because, y'all, it was angels waiting at my doorstep for me. So, at the end of the day will end, and bitch, whoever it is, y'all gonna get what y'all, the same thing y'all thought y'all had in mind for me will be your portion. It's a real fucking thing. So, ain't nobody running from y'all people. And I told y'all before, if y'all run, what happens? They don't do nothing but come after you. That's what happens. You run, they come after you. I ain't running. So there's that. The law of free will and divine balance. Humanity knows free will, but the underlying balance between divine providence and human choice may be far more complex than people understand. God's law may involve a delicate orchestration of free will, divine intervention, and karmic balance, where every choice ripples through eternity in ways we cannot yet perceive. And the funny part is normally lately I was sleeping at the foot of my bed, right? Like my head at the foot of my bed. But for some reason, last night when I got woke up, God turned me around the other way. And I was now sleeping the way I was supposed to be sleeping. Because I kept telling y'all, like, even in feng shui, it's a thing like you having a headboard because it's supposed to protect your head to make sure that, well, especially when you got a lot going on. And I had a lot going on, so what I chose to do was sleep at the foot so that way the energy could just flow freely. But when I turned around, it doesn't do that anymore. It kind of protects the energy and keeps it here. So last night I even turned around in my bed not even knowing that that was happening. And it was strange because I got made note to turn around the right way. So whatever would have happened probably wouldn't have happened the way they thought it was going to happen anyway. So can y'all please hit that like button? There's 30 people watching and 10 likes. Thank y'all. So it talks about the law of vibration. So some spiritual traditions believe that everything in existence is in constant motion, vibrating at its own frequency. Understanding this law might reveal how energy and spirit move through the universe, influencing physical, emotional, and spiritual realms. It's a concept that suggests everything, including thoughts and emotions, carry energy that align with divine patterns. All right, so number 4, the law of karma or cause and effect. Beyond the common understanding of karma, there may be a more intricate system of cosmic justice that is constantly at work, transcending the physical world. While people might recognize this law in part, the full complexity of how every action, intention, and thought influences the soul's journey could be something beyond human comprehension, because there is something else that can take precedence over karma. In case y'all didn't know that. So number 5, the law of evolutionary growth. This principle might govern not just the physical evolution of life, but the spiritual evolution of the soul. God's law may include unseen forces guiding personal growth, the development of higher consciousness, and the soul's journey through multiple lifetimes or realms, which may remain obscure to most. But that's a real thing. A lot of y'all know y'all reincarnated being or energy or entity now in this lifetime. So the law of divine timing. There could be an unknown divine rhythm or timing in the unfolding of life's events, in which is perfectly aligned with spiritual growth and cosmic order. Humanity may, matter of fact, and I just decided that tier 1 I'm not doing it for. Tier 2, y'all are going to get the lesson, whatever this lesson is, because this is going to take a lot of my time. And so tier 2, tier 3, because I'll show you how the tier 2, I'm going to put the lesson in there for y'all right now so that way y'all will see it. The law of divine timing. There could be an unknown divine rhythm or timing in the unfolding of life's events, which is perfectly aligned with spiritual growth and cosmic order. Humanity may understand time linearly, but God's law might operate as a much higher level, where the timing of everything is purposeful and perfect, but often invisible to the human perception. And also what's going to happen is, y'all, each lesson gets a video, so it'll be done in the members area for y'all on the actual lesson that y'all are getting at the time. So again, welcome to Earth School. The law of love and universal forces. While love is emphasized in most spiritual teachings, the depth and full power of divine love and creative transformation and universal forces may remain hidden. This love transcends human emotions and is the very fabric of existence, uniting the things and bringing everything into alignment with God's will. Number 8, the law of the soul's blueprint. Some believe even souls come into existence with a unique divine blueprint or purpose, not fully known even to the individual. This blueprint includes experiences, lessons, and challenges that are part of the soul's growth but remain unseen until they are revealed through spiritual awakening or evolution. Which to me is what I tell y'all about the DNA activating. When I tell y'all them books that they be showing y'all, this is the book. Activate it. And once you activate it, you'll understand that anybody can write a book. Don't make it true. What is your system? What are you telling you? Because you are the creator. What are you telling you? The mystery of divine will and infinite alliance. Okay, so something is happening because there's something that came across my phone and it says deleting the recording. So somebody may be trying to erase information, okay? The mystery of divine will and infinite intelligence. At the heart of God's law may lie divine will and infinite intelligence that governs the universe in ways beyond human reason. Humanity often seeks answers, but the fullness of God's purpose, wisdom, and design may be known only to God, remaining a sacred mystery that guides the cosmos beyond mortal understanding. Because there will be pastors and people who will say, "Oh, these are false prophets," yada yada yada, because they feel like they should put their mouth on people, but they could be also, because when you point fingers, there's 10 more pointing back at you, and you shouldn't be, trying to speak on what God actually is saying or knowing, because you can't even fathom what God is actually doing down here, because everything is a part of the process and a part of the plan. Even when they say, "Oh, God don't, use this," God uses everything because people are there. God is in everything. But some people will perceive to know more about God than others. But when you think that, you know nothing, because we really know nothing in the grand scheme of things. Hey Sharon, good morning. Um, these hidden aspects of God's law suggest that the universe operates on far more intricate spiritual principles than humanity can fully comprehend, requiring deep intuition, enlightenment, and divine revelation to even begin to grasp. Okay, because this is the thing. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how this gets done, because I'm gonna go to tier 3, but I'm gonna do it right here at tier 1 first of all. Um, Okay, so class discussion on the law of divine oneness. Okay, so that's the first one for tier 2. All right, so what it talks about, and so tier 2, y'all can go find this if y'all want to right now. It says the objective to explore the law of divine oneness, how it reveals the interconnection of all life, and how students can apply this understanding to cultivate unity, empathy, and deeper spiritual awareness. So, 1. Introduction to the law of divine oneness. The law of divine oneness is a foundational spiritual principle that suggests that everything in the universe, people, animals, nature, and even thoughts and actions are interconnected. This means that what happens to one part of the whole affects every other part of in some way. While on the surface, humanity often experiences life as fragments where individuals seem separate from each other and from the rest of creation. This law reminds us that everything is part of a single unified divine consciousness. 2. The key concept of interconnection of all things. This law teaches that at the deepest level, all beings, all forms of life, and all energies are part of the same unified field. Just as the cells in the body work together to maintain the health of the whole, so too does the universe operate in interconnected harmony. A disruption in one area ripples out to the affect the whole, even if those effects aren't immediately visible. So, for example, nature and humanity. Consider a forest ecosystem. Trees, animals, plants, and insects all depend upon each other to maintain balance. If one species disappears or the environment is damaged, the entire system suffers. The law of divine oneness suggests that this is not just true in nature, but also in our relationships, communities, and spiritual existence. 3. The illusion of separateness. One of the greatest challenges to understanding and living in alignment with the law of divine oneness is the illusion of separateness. In day-to-day life, we tend to view ourselves as individuals distinct from others, leading to a feeling of isolation, completion, and superiority. This illusion is reinforced by society where people are often divided by race, nationality, religion, and economic status. And Dream Sequoia, this may be something that you was talking about the other day, because you were saying, why can't we all think of it as a group? And I was saying to you, we have to worry about ourselves because we have to get ourselves into wholeness, oneness. But it starts with us and then it trickles down. So hopefully this helps you, because you were actually part of the catalyst for why I'm doing this too. So thank you. But also because in the middle of the night, like I said, I got woke up, but she may have triggered that anyway in me. Connection, spiritual, and networking, and period. So the discussions that we will have. So the question is, in what ways do we see the illusion of separateness in our own life or in the world around us? How does this illusion affect people treat each other? How does this illusion affect how people treat each other and the environment? Okay, so this is how it's being done. And then it's unity with creation. So it's a lot of stuff that should be given to kind of help y'all. Because, excuse me, Dream Sequoia says, I need a mentor. And I know you don't like mentoring anybody for anything, but y'all, this lady tries me in so many ways, but she always pushes me to be different. So even in the process of me being, a whole lot nicer to some people in ways, but guess what? Some people don't deserve my niceness. So everybody gonna get what they gonna get. Because again, I keep trying to tell people, my energy does a thing. And if you feel like I'm acting some type of way with you, then bitch, it's probably because you acting some type of way with me. So that's a thing. But also, again, me and Dina also had our, thing at one point in time. And sometimes we still have a thing. Because, she pulls my energy in ways that... But lately, I just been giving it to her. Because... Again, things like this transpire when, the things that you see in other people could be also the things that you see in yourself that I trigger in other people. Because I told y'all, 2 bitches done tried me recently, and I don't understand why they think I'm ever going to be the one or the 2, but never, okay? So that could be also the way she was triggering me. But these hoes be thinking something that I ain't never even said. So that be a thing, you know. The delusion be real. And people don't understand how real situations, how real love and real interconnectedness works. I do. Because I don't gotta lay down with anybody in order to be connected with them. My energy is just gonna do a thing. Okay? I understand what I am. But some people tend to think that I be saying shit that I ain't said. And just because I check on a hoe or just because I say something in suggestion don't mean that I ever said anything else. And I'm a very literal person. So I don't know where the hoes be getting to read between the lines shit at. Don't read between no lines with me because I say what I said and I mean what I say. Okay? So don't read between the lines. Just know that what I said was it. Nothing more. Because that's what it is. And that's the reason why I have issues with texting and things of that nature, because people be reading into a whole bunch of shit. Meanwhile, I said this. That's it. That's all I said and that's all I meant. And I don't like people that you gotta read in between the lines with and everything else to figure out. I don't like them type of people. Stay the fuck away from me. Because it's always going to result in, you know, some type of me cussing you the fuck out and you thinking that I'm just a mean ass bitch. Meanwhile, I ain't mean and you just stupid. And some people be the smartest dummies ever. So that's also a thing. Because, you know, book sense and common sense don't be the same. Or street sense or whatever the fuck. It just don't all be the same, because you can know that a person is very intelligent, highly intelligent, and they still be stupid. How, Sweat? It don't make sense. So they think that the books apply to the street. It don't. You take that book shit to the street and get your ass beat. Okay? So it would behoove people to really learn really fast, especially if you want to play in both realms and you want to be out here with the demons and the light folks. Because some of y'all have dominion. And some of y'all, well, we all have dominion, but some of y'all have access, meaning y'all can go over here, y'all can go over there. And when you are granted access, bitch, still know that the demons is the demons. Just because you get granted access don't mean they won't fuck your ass up while you over there. So understand that too. So you need to know how to move in all areas. Don't just be, oh, I'm a light being and I got access to the dark side. Bitch, because guess what? Take them rainbows and bubble gum over there if you want to. And then when your ass be laying on the side of the street with your head cracked to the white meat and you be saying, oh, I thought they was my friends. Bitch, they was never your friends. You was just gained access to that side. So do with that what y'all will as well. So be mindful that, I mean, if you play with a snake, you know, you could potentially get bit at some point in time. That's a real thing. And then don't say, oh, the snake bit me. Bitch, it's a snake. What the fuck you thought? Just because you had it as a pet didn't mean that it was going to be, you know, friendly for forever. Just like a dog. It's certain dogs, you know, man's best friend. But I done seen certain dogs turn on their master, like a chow. For some reason, those dogs are very, very, you know, good animals. And they will fucking protect you and everything else. But multiple times have I seen a chow turn on their owner. It's a chow. It's cute, it's fluffy, it's all that. But bitch, when your ass get bit, that's the thing. It's also like pit bulls. Because, you know, they always say, oh no, dogs are man's best friend. Well, some dogs are not man's best friend, especially when you put them in pack mode. So it has been found numerous times in life that if you put a whole lot of pit bulls together, they have eaten their masters. Because when you put them all in groups, they change. The nature of the beast is still a dog. And it's still a pit bull. And then y'all wonder why, bitch, oh, how did it maul the people? Bitch, because it's still a pit bull. Stupid. So just because they play with you and all friendly and they bark, you know, when other people come, this, that, and third, bitch, don't be surprised when your ass gets turned on, okay? So that's why I don't subscribe to the you know, people can say what they want to say, and some dogs are just loyal energies. That's some, not all. It's like people. Some people are loyal energies. Some people will not harm a fly. But bitch, put them in fight or flight mode and everybody's dead. Mind y'all, y'all do realize Pisces be the main ones on the motherfucking psycho list that then killed everybody. So I don't know why people always saying Pisces is so, you know, such crybabies and this, that, and the third. Y'all better look up the psycho killer list and find out who on there. Y'all nice people. So Pisces be nice until somebody fuck around and find out, and then when they fuck around and find out, then they saying, but it was a Pisces and they cried and they was a bitch. They be the same motherfuckers that fuck your ass up in the end. Stop playing with them people. Please do. Hey. I didn't mean to bother you. I'm on live though, but my phone is on, not on speaker. My garage went up around 4 o'clock this morning with nobody around, supposedly. So, is it possible for you to check your cameras and see if at 4 o'clock you see why my cameras went up? I mean, why my garage door went up. Yeah, I came down here around 7 and it was wide awake. So I need to make sure that nothing got tampered with in there because, as you know, what's in the garage. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. All right, thank you. Bye. So, major upgrades, Pisces, happening. All right, so I'm trying to get this so y'all can see it. And whoever's in tier 2, this is your lesson. Like I said, you can do it or not. It would behoove you, especially those of y'all that are being upgraded. And if you are, know your level and where you are also. Meaning, if you in tier 3 and you just in tier 3 because you got money to be in tier 3, but yet the lessons that are in tier 3, just go back first and see if they all apply. So then that way, one thing that was happening, because it's like school, okay? If you don't know your ABCs, it's going to be hard to kind of advance into the other phases so you have access to everything. Maybe look at everything from the beginning and then kind of go up is all I'm going to say. You can do whatever you want, but you know, the lessons are there. I'm going to be doing the lessons with y'all, so we all will be learning at the same damn time. Again, I will be teaching the lessons, and the lessons are being put on, they're already being scheduled. So all you have to do is on a certain day, the lessons will come up. Maybe I might do it on, let me see. I feel like Friday's a good day because it gives you the weekend to look at it and, you know, deal with it if you like or not. You know what I'm saying? So Friday's going to be the day, I feel like. And Friday's my favorite day. That'll just be the day that it comes up. That'll be the day that you can look at it and, you know, go from there. That way by Sunday, maybe you can sit down and kind of go over it and be ready for whatever day, because the video will be attached to the lesson as well, so y'all can either get it on live, but either way it'll be in the tier for y'all to know that this is the video that's attached to because okay, so the homework assignment for that, it says reflect on a situation where you felt disconnected or separate from someone. Journal about how you might approach this situation differently with the understanding of divine oneness. What thoughts or actions could you change to foster more unity? And then it says the class discussion and encourages students to reflect on their interconnectedness with the world and to adopt practices that align with the higher understanding of unity. So that's how y'all lessons are being done, tier 2, tier 3 for y'all spiritual coaching, because, you know, we here now, and major upgrades using the laws to help you advance further than you ever thought you could. Okay, so apply them, and you can't say you weren't giving them, because guess what? It's right there. So take it how it resonates for you. Let me see. So we're gonna move on to tier 3. Tier 3, what you ended up getting. And I'm not gonna give all tier 3 shit because I just ain't. All right, tier 3, where you at? So something just happened. All right, so it says Earth School class lesson, law of correspondence. Okay. So the objective here is to understand the spiritual principles of the law of correspondence, how it manifests into both the inner and outer worlds, and how students can apply this law to their personal and spiritual growth. Because the law of correspondence was the first lesson. So this is how the lesson was being done, and I just showed y'all on to how it was being done. So let me go back because I don't want that anyway. So these are the ideas of secret laws. So the idea of secret laws often tend to spiritual or esoteric traditions. Esoteric, I don't know why we keep saying esoteric, but esoteric traditions suggest that there are universal principles or divine truths that remain hidden or incompletely understood by humanity. Here are some of the concepts of laws that might be considered secret to man. All right, the law of correspondence. This law states that there is a direct relationship between the micro and the individual, the inner world, and the macro, the universe, or the outer world. The phrase "as above, so below" refers to this principle. The hidden aspect here is that much of humanity is unaware of how deeply their inner states affect the larger reality around them. So then I had did the lesson already. So the lesson is already there for tier 3. So that was what I was getting ready to tell y'all, but then I just came back to the laws. All right, so number 2, the law of polarity. Everything in the universe has an opposite, light and dark, good and evil, love and fear. What may be hidden is that these opposites are not conflict, but rather complementary. Because I just told y'all better learn how this thing and that thing works. But again, ascension. A lot of y'all have elevated into something further because it goes a little bit deeper, but the lesson is going to be on, you get taught this, you know, the biblical version first, but then there's so much more on the other side, okay, that you get taught. Hey, Mystic Healer. Then it talks about the law of divine flow or effortless manifestation. Because I told y'all, innocence. Like, people come up with all this shit as to how it's manifesting, manifest this, manifest that. I'm in a manifestation from a child. Also something else being manifested because whatever is happening, safety is being a part of it, but something else is being manifested because God said if you build it, they will come. So we're building, okay? The law of divine flow, effortless manifestation. Many believe that manifestation comes through intense focus or willpower, but the secret aspect of this law might be that the universe flows effortlessly when one aligns with the divine will. In this state, things manifest without struggle, and the soul learns to trust the process, often without knowing how or why. Because it don't take a lot to manifest something that you are in alignment with. It's just that sometimes we be, you know, doing shit we shouldn't be doing. So it's funny how certain things happen, but meanwhile it's the divine process and the plan. It's not really funny how, it's just the way that things are and should be. So the law of grace, and this is where it trumps the law of karma. So the law of grace, while karma and cause and effect are well-known spiritual principles, the law of grace is often seen as transcending karma. It's the divine ability to forgive, reset, or neutralize consequences that, according to karma law should unfold. This law operates beyond human understanding of justice and balance, offering mercy in situations where karmic retribution would otherwise be expected. Dina says what could be as a defense today could be seen as an evil tomorrow. And Dina, for some reason, I just got told something, so I'm gonna give you one of these lessons, and you're gonna be the person that teaches it. So there's that. It says she said yes. It brings me back to what is evil. It's a construct of the human world. God isn't everything. God could assign to evil to do its job for the purpose. So are you up for the task, Dina? Yes or no? Are you up for the task? Yes or no, Dina? She said yes. All right. So in one of the membership meetings, I'm gonna go live. Dina's gonna teach the class, and so she'll be on the platform with me, and we'll let her do her thing because oh, she said yes twice. Period. Okay. All right. So, and I'm sure some other student teachers will be there too because sometimes I'm the student and the teacher, and sometimes I'm the teacher. But guess what? I don't know everything. All I know is I wake up with this shit. Okay. So that's the thing. Can't put God in a box. God is so much greater. And period. So the law of where was that? The law of unity consciousness. All right. This principle refers to the realization that all beings, forms, and energies are a part of the single divine consciousness. While many people intellectually acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things, the full spiritual truth of unity consciousness remains hidden to most. When fully understood, this law erases the illusion of separation, revealing deep spiritual connection beyond ego or individuality. Good morning, Tracy. All right, so it goes on and on and on. So if you're in tier 3, you see the laws, you see what's happening, you see the direction of where we about to go and what y'all about to learn. So if you're not a part of the channel, I would suggest that you become a part of the channel, a member. And depending upon what you want to learn, tier 3 is where you really want to be at because tier 3 is the one that is getting all the information, and the videos will be based off of whatever it is that we're learning over here. So major upgrades using the laws to help advance further than you ever would have thought. So God's law is that's it, that's all. So if you're in covenant, then understand that that's where we're going. So let me give y'all a message for those of you that like tarot cards. And I told y'all, tarot cards are a tool. That's it, that's all. I know people will say, oh, it's wicked, it's evil, it's yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? This is where God brought me to because this was where some people were that needed to be recovered, to be removed from this location into their next phase. So regardless of whether or not anybody thinks that there's a problem with it, go talk to God about it. Because at the end of the day will end, and I'm not a tarot reader. I know how to read tarot. My assignment is to recover and realign. So take it how it resonates for you. But I was recovering me and realigning myself because at the end of the day, I don't know how the fuck I got over here, but I accepted this assignment, and God knows when I get sent, I'm gonna make sure the job gets done. I know a lot of y'all, don't understand, or it's not your business anyway, so take that. All right, so we got the Chariot is upside down. So somebody has lack of control, lost, aggression, and self-doubt. All right. We also have, but they're moving away from that. So this was upside down. The Six of Swords is right side up. It says moving from trauma, transitioning, better days coming, and relief. So you were lost, but now we're found. Okay. Again, we're not involved in any religious aspect of anything. It's just that what's being taught or what's necessary to elevate and ascend myself to the next level. I'm just willing to share. So accept it or not, it's going to be done anyway. So an Ace of Cups. New love, creativity, emotional awakening, and fulfillment. A new love of life. Because I know people think that this is, love, feelings, emotions, and it could be a love that comes along in the process of you finding yourself. But a new love for life. Because Earth School is amazing. But they keep trying to traumatize us. Do y'all not realize that every island person I talk to, whether it be a person from Jamaica, yesterday I talked to somebody from Africa, and they all said that the United States only puts us in a working process. Everybody else and everywhere else you are living. Like you get to live there. Here, you're in a perpetual state of work, 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 because that's how they make it. But in other countries and other places, they may not have the money, this and third, yada yada yada. They got to come here to make the money. But after you get here to make the money, you get caught in a cycle of doing nothing but making money, not even living your fucking life. When Earth School, you get to live this lifetime again. Why would you not want to enjoy it? Why do you want to keep getting put in a perpetual state of working yourself to death when meanwhile there's life that you're supposed to be living, that you're supposed to be exploring, that you're supposed to be understanding, that you're supposed to be enjoying? Yeah, we know we got to work, but that shouldn't be all we got to do. That shit is fucked up. So then it has a Knight of Pentacles, overthinking, scared. For some reason, it's like some of y'all don't want to accept the reins. Like, take the reins. You're already on the horse anyway. You're here. So you now will gain or get control. Take the reins. So somebody could be a deadbeat and somebody's boring. Either way, they're saying, stop overthinking a situation. It's time for you to understand what you are, whose you are, the part that you play in the grand scheme of everything. You're not just meant to be here doing nothing. You were put here with a purpose and a plan. Are you going to accept it? Dina said yes. So her thing is, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. She's very unsure of a direction. So maybe she needs some assistance. So if she sits with me and, maybe that might give her training wheels or something. And sometimes people need training wheels. I literally just picked up a deck of tarot cards and came. That was it. Some people need a little bit more help. So if I got to sit there with her, then my assignment is to sit there with her and let her teach the class and see what happens after that. Because maybe she just needs to feel comfortable. Although I can't do that all the time, but I will at least take the step to do it. Why? Because she actually gave me the push that I needed in order to now do what I'm about to do. Because literally I got downloaded in the middle of the night with a gang of shit, as y'all see. But it was after she triggered me. But mind you, she did this, I think it was the day before yesterday, I think. Because that's what she was saying. I need a mentor, but I know you don't like dealing with the people. I don't like dealing with the people, but guess what? God put me in a place that I got to deal with the people. Even people that I don't want to deal with. But also, I have to be mindful because I got to learn to be able to pull my energy even when, because what I did at first was I blocked everybody because fuck y'all. But God said, how are you going to know if everything is working? How are you really in control if all you're doing is blocking? Dina said, you're awesome anyway. Thank you, Dina. So are you. So I wasn't controlling anything. I just blocked everybody because the smell was being given. I didn't like it. I blocked them. And then I started being worked on. Y'all don't even know I've been being worked on for days with this bullshit because literally I kept blocking it's been a minute. And God said, I'm trying to upgrade you, but you're blocking. Like, why are you blocking? Are you ready or not? Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. It's been Lauryn Hill. Hey, Grandmaster. So if I accepted the challenge, if I accepted the responsibility, I can't block certain parts that I don't like. So unblock it. Because the energy has to flow the right way. And whoever sees it, sees it. Whoever don't. Whoever blocks you, whoever, whatever. It's not your problem. This is not my problem. But as for me, I got told I'm trying to teach you something. I'm trying to upgrade you. But you keep blocking certain parts that, is going to make you great. If you saying you pulling your energy back from people, you can't really say you pulling your energy back from people if you block them. Do it without the blocks. So eventually Dina's going to do it without the training wheels. So I had training wheels myself. I just blocked y'all bitches. God said, that ain't how you got to do that. If you flying, you going to have to fly. So if you're blocking, you're also not experiencing your full power. So if you not going to pay attention to something, do it while you unblocked it. And don't pay attention to it. What's your willpower? Do you have willpower? Because I told y'all control y'all demons. Meanwhile, I blocked mine. Because, bitch, you in block mode for right now. God said, that how you teaching that and you ain't did that yourself? Unblock it and then ignore it. That's willpower. Because if you don't like it, you shouldn't have to block it in order to, cut it off. What's your willpower? Don't go look at it. Unblock it and still don't go look at it. Do you have that willpower? So it's like sitting the donuts right here. So donuts right here, but don't eat them. You on a spiritual fast. I'm not supposed to have certain foods because literally I told you I can smell now when people are acidic. And this is a thing because literally I can help so many people by this, but guess what? I ain't going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them. Because it's not meant for me to tell these people, I can smell your body is acidic. They going to look at me like I'm crazy. And the people that I'm meant to tell, I will tell. The people that I'm not meant to tell, I'm not going to say nothing. Why? Because maybe it's not meant for them to be told that at that time. They're going to be looking at me like I'm crazy. But I can smell you. Your body is highly acidic. But that upgrade came because somebody did something. Mind you, again, everything is necessary. Everything got put in a plan. And maybe I went, rogue or haywire on the situation or the person. Am I sorry? No. God know I ain't sorry. It triggered me in all the wrong ways. So I'm not going to sit up and lie and say that I'm sorry about something that I'm not sorry for it. I said what I said. I meant what I said. But at the end of the day, I can still live in love and light and also know that something triggered me in a way that I didn't understand. But then now God is saying, I'm going to use that. You're going to use that. It has to be helpful in a situation. So I gave you that upgrade for a reason. Stop blocking it. You can smell what you can smell. You can do what you can do, and you know what you can do. People are going to call you this, that, or the third. Everything but a child of God. Don't pay no attention to them people. They're just mad because they weren't the chosen one that was meant to do it. They're going to call you a demon. Meanwhile, all I talk about is God. They're going to try to demonize your gifts when gifts and talents were given in the Bible. They're mad because they want to be the person that says, ooh, this person has this gift. If they don't come from their lips, it can't come from God. You do know God going to deal with you, right? The same way you trying to deal harshly with somebody because you don't understand them, you do realize God going to deal with you, right? We all going to get dealt with, every single one of us. But at the end of the day, we all have to be accountable for ourselves, but then understanding that we are also a part of a bigger plan, a bigger process. It's just the way things go. And whether or not people like it or not, it's still going to happen anyway, because I told you on the message yesterday, nothing is going to stop this. It's already, the ball has been rolling. And people can try to kill, steal, destroy, manipulate, this, that, yada, yada, yada. It's going to stop nothing. Because God is God. And they be the same people that say they believe in God that be trying to control the narrative for God. That's weird to me. All you can do is your part. So Pisces, major upgrades using the laws to help you advance further than you ever thought you could. If y'all are up for the challenge, become members to the channel, and we're going to walk this thing out, because the assignments are being given. You can do them or not. You can learn the laws or not. You can accept and make sure anything and everything you see, go and look it up. But be mindful as you're looking it up, the activation is within you. You already have the code. You just have to unlock it. And just because somebody is writing something and trying to teach you, they've been suppressing us for a long time. So be mindful of that. Because I'm not telling you nothing that isn't going to help you advance into the next phase. I don't have no reason to lie to you. So, but please, check me too. So thank y'all, and go with God always, because definitely go with God. All right, Dina, I'm gonna get ready to call you. You're right. We have dominion over everything. It takes a whole new meaning when faced with situations. The tests and the lessons are always around, and period. Grandmaster, good morning. I love you, and thank you for being here. All right, y'all. Y'all seen I shuffle these cards. So on the next one, so we're leaving something behind. Old ways, old traditions, and moving into the new phase. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you. I'm out.